Hey YouTube, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. And also check the links down below. Is you could sign up for my Patreon page where you could follow along with my stock portfolio. It's $8 a month where I do stocks, stock dividend, option trades, things like that. So check it out at patreon.com/Day Trading Fearless. But let's jump right into this video. And today I want to have a little sit down chat with you, right? What does it take to not get discouraged in a slow market? Over the last year, we've been in a very, very volatile market where we've had massive moves. We've had a lot of stocks that have been making crazy 100, 2, 3, 400% moves. And that's only within a day, right? Other stocks have done that within maybe 6 months to a year. That is not normal. We're now getting to a point in the overall market where the money's not able to be made as quick, okay? We're having a lot tighter ranges. A lot of traders I speak with are actually getting really frustrated because they're like, it was so easy. I could buy a call and the call would go up within 2 or 3 days, 100%. Now the stock's barely moving. Earnings are coming out, blowing out numbers, and the stocks go lower. Apple, Amazon, right? A lot of the FANG stocks, a lot of companies. And what I want to tell you guys is, listen, the markets are always changing. Okay. You have to be able to adapt to the market. This is a market we're going into where money's going to be really hard to make, I think, over the next few months because summer's coming up. We're making a lot tighter ranges. The companies have moved so much that their earnings haven't caught up with their price, right? So, or they're actually overvalued while before they were undervalued. And one of the things is markets usually do this, okay? And we're seeing this kind of happen now. Markets kind of go up. We had the pandemic, went down, overshot to the downside, overshot to the upside, and now we're starting to pull back, and now we're starting to just go sideways, right? I see people are really, really bullish in the overall market. And I'm like, okay, I get it. We're reopening, but a lot of that's priced in because you have a majority of stocks that are a lot higher than they were during pre-pandemic. And yet a lot of these companies lost or had to bring on more debt or lost money during the past year. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, why are these companies so overvalued? And the question or the answer is, who cares, right? That's the market. Price is price. But we have to be able to identify that when the markets go into certain cycles, they tend to go sideways too. They don't just go up every single day. And that's kind of what's happening right now. The markets are going sideways. We're churning, and it's a lot harder for these people to make money. And so they're getting frustrated. And one thing that scares me is everybody's going towards the crypto markets because that's where you could go get 2, 3, 400% gains again in a couple days or a couple weeks or even a couple hours, right? And with the crypto markets, you gotta be careful. There's a lot of bullishness out there, and sometimes we need to play the contrarian, right? When there's too much bullishness out there, we need to learn to kind of take a step back and look at the other side of the trade. Why is everything so bullish? It's interesting because as I'm filming this, this weekend, Elon Musk is going on Saturday Night Live to host it, and he's been talking about Dogecoin, and I think Dogecoin had like 70 cents in the last day or two from a high. And this is a meme cryptocurrency. This currency is worth more than half of the companies in the S&P 500. Okay, there's some crazy stuff going on, but yet people are piling into this thing. I think a lot of people are going to get hurt because, yes, companies are trying to accept Dogecoin, but the purpose is, well, why would you ever sell your Dogecoin if it keeps going up? But if you sell it, then it's, yeah, you made money, but that's not the whole purpose of it, right? It's not meant to be a utility when you see things like this, okay? You don't take that money and go spend it, because if now all of a sudden it goes to $2 from $1, we'll say, well, whatever you bought just kind of costs you 100% more, right? Or you lose opportunity value. So I wonder if, I'm throwing it out here, I wonder if this becomes peak crypto right now, right? Do a lot of the cryptos fall apart after Elon Musk goes on Saturday Night Live? I have no clue, but is it contrarian? It's always something that I think about, right? Because it's kind of like, he's been such a big hype man. Does he go on, pump it? Does it get to $1? And then all of a sudden the thing gets whacked all the way back down to 20 cents or something like that. Because at some point you need to take your profits on these things that have moved up so much. You're seeing things like that in Apple, right? Apple had blowout numbers, but yet it couldn't make new highs. I've been saying for almost a year now, Apple's dead money. And I've been dead right. We're exactly where we were almost a year ago, because it's just the market overshot to the downside, overshot to the upside, and then pulled back. And we just have gone sideways because the move was so powerful to the upside. I mean, the company literally went from $1 trillion to $2.3 trillion market cap within 6 months or something. Okay, they don't have the sales or the earnings to justify that number, so they have to actually grow into it. Same with Amazon. They had record sales, but yet it couldn't break above its all-time high and then sold off. So be really careful. This whole video is hopefully for you to understand that the market is changing. We're no longer going up every single day. We're going to be in a sideways market, I believe, for a while. Now, doesn't mean we can't go 43, 4,400. Doesn't mean we can't pull back to 3,800. I think that would be healthy. We want pullbacks in these markets, right? We want healthy pullbacks because the pullbacks give us good opportunity to get long. So one final thing I'm going to leave is also, I think with all the stimulus out there that the Fed and government's trying to do, I think it actually now becomes a negative for the markets because it's too much and it's not going to be going to the people it's really meant to help, right? And I think that's actually going to hurt. I think there's going to be some inflation coming in. We already see it. I love how everybody says there's no inflation or it's transitory, meaning it's just temporary, which it really isn't because it's been here for a few months. And usually when prices go up, they don't come back down. Procter & Gamble, I believe it was, a couple of other companies, PG, they raised a lot of the prices on their toilet paper and stuff like that, 5 to 12%. Some crazy numbers like that. You really think in 6 months they're going to lower all those prices? No. Okay, so that's inflation. Everything we buy gets more expensive, but yet your job, you're probably still making the same amount of money. So be careful. Housing, I think housing is not a bubble. People are paying cash for their houses, or if you qualify for a loan, you actually are making good money. I just think there's a supply and demand issue. Will it cool down? Yeah, rates will go up, things will cool down. Again, that will be healthy for the longer term of the overall market. I'd love to see we don't need a negative pullback, but maybe just a slowing period for 6 months or a year. I think that could really kind of stabilize housing, but we're also seeing a huge migration going on across the country. So with all that being said, I hope this video helps, guys. Be careful out there. And remember, check out my Patreon page down below to follow my stock portfolio. Also, my website, S&P Emini Futures with trading videos now. I have about 5 hours plus of video content for options, market profile, Fibonacci's, all included for only $50. So check out the link down below in the description. And as always, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you guys soon.